Hi guys, welcome to today's video in a very chilly Florida. So in today's video we're going to be talking about cheating and marriage and long-term relationships and look at some of the decisions people make in those relationships. First thing, if you've been together a long time, let's say 5 to 10, 11, 12 years and you're not married, you have to ask the question why. And you have to ask the question, where is the relationship going in general? Because there must be a reason in the back of your mind somewhere why you are not married. Maybe your partner is resisting it and your partner doesn't want to get married and your partner wants the happy, do whatever single life and he's just using you in the relationship. Or maybe you both want that. Maybe none of you want marriage. So in the early stages of a relationship, you have to determine where you want this to go. And if somebody wants the playboy life and the other person wants a long-term commitment, it's not going to work out. Because you're going to have to lower your expectations. If you want a long-term commitment, you have to lower your expectations to the same level as this guy. You have to reach the lowest denominator. Problem with that is if that goes on for 5, 7, 11 years, whatever, you have wasted that time. You could have been in a marriage for probably half of that. You could have been in a good marriage for half of that. And you have wasted all that time because the other partner wanted the free and easy lifestyle and you wanted commitment. So at that point, it's a good idea to walk away early and find someone who wants the same values as you and wants the same level of commitment as you. If it isn't going to work out for whatever reason, I would say the most important thing is to end the relationship with respect. You start it with respect, you start it with love, you start it with interest in another person. It does not matter how it ends. If it can end in a variety of ways, it's not your concern how it ends. The only concern is to just let it drop. Let it end with respect. It doesn't matter what crazy things the person has done. Just walk away, be respectful, and don't go, blabbing on social media about the relationship, talking to their friends about the relationship, talking to their family and their in-laws, and that kind of stuff. That can ruin a person's life, and it may even ruin a person's career if you do that kind of stuff. So you don't talk about the relationship. When it's over, it's over. You make a clean break, and you move on to whatever you want. There are billions of people on this planet. There is no point in bad-mouthing your past relationship when you can just move on and find someone out there that is more compatible with you and is not going to have all the problems that your ex had. Because if you're leaving a relationship, or if your ex is leaving a relationship, they're leaving the relationship because there's a problem there. With so many people on the planet, you can just move on and find someone else that doesn't have that problem, and hopefully in the process learn from your mistakes and don't make those mistakes again. So that's how I feel about that. You should always move on with respect, no matter what happens. You develop a thick skin and move on with respect. In case the other person just starts to throw sticks and arrows your way, which can happen in some relationships, just move on and be impervious to whatever they say and whatever they tell your friends. Because I guess keep your standards to the highest possible level when you leave a relationship. Period. That's all you gotta do. So, revenge cheating. So, your partner cheats on you for whatever reason. They see the grass is greener on the other side of the fence, or it's just baked into their personality. Whatever's going on there. It could be a variety of reasons they cheated. And you do revenge cheating. But you don't end the relationship. Well, that is just plain and simply loony, for a better word. Because if you're both cheating, you've basically both ended the relationship. Now maybe you keep the relationship there for financial support or whatever. So now you're sleeping in the same bed and you're sharing a bank account, but you're both cheating on each other. The relationship at that point is basically dissolved, and there's stupidity keeping it together. The stupidity is that you're sharing a bank account, you're sharing a life, you're sharing whatever, you're sleeping in the same bed together, but you're seeing other people. It's basically an open marriage at that point, and that is just, not only is it a recipe for disaster, because if you've watched any murder mystery shows on TV, you'll see these things never really end in a good way, shall we say. But it's also pointless when you can move on and you can find someone who is compatible with you, who is not going to cheat. And this is systemic cheating. This is not like the having a fling or cheating once. If you cheat once and you're making mistakes and you know you made a mistake and you fix that problem, I think that's forgivable. Especially in today's society where everybody's instantly connected and there's a lot of temptation out there, shall we say, and everybody looks better online than they do in person, and we all know that. Then there's a lot of problems in today's society that can lead to these one-time cheats. But if a person consistently cheats, if they're cheating all the time with multiple partners, then there's something going on there. They're not learning their lesson. They're obviously not committed in a relationship, that's for sure. And it's time to end it. Don't do this revenge cheating, because this revenge cheating is just complete nonsense at that point. And the relationship's dead. You're just not admitting it. Admit that the relationship is dead, admit it's over, and go your separate ways, rather than just cheat on a person constantly, create constant bad feelings, create constant drama, and leave the risk that something really bad is going to happen to you or your family or the people you're cheating on. Simple as that. Another good point is, don't let your family, your mother, your father, your sisters, maybe aunts, uncles, whoever, influence your relationship or your choice in partner. Absolutely not. Because there is a hierarchy to this world, okay? God is on top, okay? You and your partner are beneath God. Your family and your friends and your job and everything are the bottom layers of the pyramid. They don't count that much, okay? What is important is God and your partner. That is what's important. If your partner does something which is against your religion and against your belief process, then you have a big problem. Maybe you should leave your partner at that point, because God's always going to be with you. Your partner may not always be with you. Your family, for sure, are going to leave you one day. Your family are going to come and go. They're going to be this fluid, liquid thing. You may not talk to someone for months or weeks, and they'll come back into your life and they'll leave your life, and so on and so forth. But your partner should be there, hopefully, for the rest of your life, barring any major issues or divorce or anything. They should be there for the rest of your life. So your partner is a life partner. That's why they're called your partner. You stick together. You ignore whatever nonsense your family is going to say, and your family is going to stir stuff up, but your family doesn't know the complete picture. You know the complete picture. You know your partner. You know how you met. You know all the details of your partner. You know secrets about your partner, which your family is never, ever, ever, ever going to know. So your family is really running on outdated information, shall we say. Your family knows, maybe if you have a good relationship with your family maybe knows 75 to 90% about your partner. They don't know 100%. You're the only one that knows 100% about your partner. You're the only one that can make the correct decisions regarding the relationship. You're not a mummy's boy or a daddy's girl anymore. You can make your own decisions. The point of getting married and the point of having a relationship is you move out the house and you begin to make your own life decisions on your own. And if you mess things up, if you end up declaring bankruptcy or getting evicted or getting your car repossessed or whatever it is, it's your problem then. You now have your own life. It's not your family's life anymore, and your family should not be dictating what you do in your life, period. Listen to them. I would always say listen to your family, but take the advice as just advice. Don't take it any more than that, because you know the whole picture about your partner. Your family does not have a complete picture, and your family's going to jump to conclusions, and your family's probably also going to include some emotions in it and everything else. It's just not worth going down that road. Take it as advice. Take it as advice, and you make the decision. Have the backbone to make your own decision about your own life. And if it means you have to not talk to certain family members for a while, then go ahead and do that if it makes your life more peaceful, if they're that problematic in your life. I would also say that when a relationship ends, don't badmouth to the in-laws. The relationship has ended. They are your former partner's in-laws. They have a relationship with your former partner. And it's to do with ending it with respect. Don't end it with drama and disrupt that relationship. They have a right to have a relationship with their in-laws, or their blood family members in their case. They have a right to have that relationship. Don't badmouth to anybody. Just say, it ended, and I've moved on with my life. And zip. That is it. That is all you have to say. Because a lot of this drama as well will come back to bite you. You may find some form of relief badmouthing your ex to, the in-laws or your friends or whoever. You may find a little bit of relief doing that, but really that will come back to bite you on the rear end fairly soon, because one day it may happen to you. One day you may have a bad relationship, God forbid, and guess what? They may start badmouthing you to everybody on the planet. And if you look this up on the internet, you will see that people with certain problems do this, and they call it flying monkeys. And you can look that one up on the internet. Basically, people are mobilized to badmouth you, and that's what they're doing generally when they do this kind of stuff. When they're badmouthing people, is they're just generating these flying monkeys, and then they go around and just tell other people in the planet that, hey, this person's a bad dude, and really they did nothing wrong. They just chose to leave the relationship for whatever reason. So don't hold yourself to a higher standard. Don't badmouth people when a relationship ends. Relationships come and go. Relationships start and stop. That is the reality of life. Accept it and leave with respect. I also think it's not right to have to justify why a relationship ends. Maybe you are doing that for your own psychological benefits, but really there's no reason that you should ever have to justify that to a person other than it makes you feel better. So justify it to yourself. If you need to write it down for yourself on a piece of paper and throw the piece of paper out, do that. If that makes you feel better, justify it to yourself. Don't go around town justifying the reason you ended the relationship to other people, because one, they probably don't really care. Second thing is, you're kind of bad-mouthing your partner when you do that. If you say, say so-and-so wasn't wife material, whatever wife material is, because that can be different for everybody, remember. For somebody, wife material may be cleaning the house and making dinner every day. For other people, wife material may be having, crazy off-the-bed sex every day. It depends what you define as wife material in all of this. So the fact you left your partner is really due to your own personal preferences, nobody else's. So if you need to settle that in your mind, if you need to justify it in your mind, talk to yourself, video yourself, write it down, whatever you have to do, but don't spread the BS to other people. It's just not worth it, because they're not in the relationship. And they don't want to know, and they probably don't want to get dragged into it. And even if they do want to know, they probably shouldn't know anyway, because it's none of their business. It's a relationship. A relationship is between two people. When it becomes a relationship between 3 people or more, it becomes problematic. It becomes cheating. Is a relationship between 2 people. It involves confidential information between those 2 people, period. We don't spread it out to the whole world, and we don't start distributing it to everybody on the planet. It's not worth it. Just keep it the relationship between 2 people, and when it's over, and it ends with respect. So kind of a few things to think about from this video is that if you've been in a relationship a really long time and you're not married, ask the question, why? Why? Are your expectations different from your partner's expectations? Does your partner not want to get married? If your expectations are different, maybe you should leave the relationship early. Maybe you should leave it now and find someone who has the same expectations of you. Second is that if you have to end a relationship, it's going to be traumatic for everybody involved. I'm sure about that. And if you have to, don't badmouth the other person. Keep it private. Relationships are a private thing between 2 people. That is it. I don't care if you're a celebrity. I don't care if you're in the public light. You keep it private, because you will earn a lot more respect from people if you just say that, hey, the relationship ended. I'm going to get respect. I'm not going to talk about my partner. Period. That's all you have to say. And you will earn a lot more respect from people than if you go around blamming it on social media or whatever, or making crazy videos talking about the relationship. That is very disrespectful, shall we say, and you're not going to earn anyone's respect that way. And at the end of the day, it will come around to bite you. Anyway, I hope you liked this video. Click down there, like, share and subscribe, and I'll be back soon.